Hey everybody, how are y'all doing on this beautiful Monday? I hope everybody's doing alright and had a wonderful first day back to work. Or if you had the day off, I hope you had a pretty good day off. And I know y'all couldn't tell last night's video that I'd shaved my head, but well, not necessarily shaved it, but got a haircut anyway. And I did that when I was hanging out with some friends. But anyway, this is kind of like two videos in one. I want to spoil you a little bit today, but I got a weird eating habit. I gotta eat ketchup with everything, no matter what I'm eating. But in the mornings, it doesn't matter how I make my eggs, whether they're scrambled, runny in the middle, fried, or an omelet, or any other way that you can make eggs to eat and everything. But I'll I'll make a little spot off to the side for some ketchup, and then I'll take, I always like to get those packets of jelly from, no matter what restaurant I go to eat at, or at least fast food place anyway. I'll get all the jelly packets I can get and put them in my little drawer that I keep. You know, I got a dedicated drawer for stuff like that in the kitchen that, you know, whenever I want some jelly, whatever, I'll get it from there. But I'll pour a couple of packs on my eggs and everything, and then dip it in some ketchup. And I know it sounds nasty, and you wouldn't think those odd combinations of things would be pretty good. But in all honesty, it's pretty amazing. Because you get that sweet, you get that tangy taste from the ketchup, and the sweetness of the jelly mixed together. It makes for some good eating. If you ain't tried it out, try it out at least once before, say, hey, that sounds disgusting. At least try it out one time. You might like it. And then, back in high school, and I'm sure all of us, if we, when we were all teenagers one time, I'm sure we can all look back and think about the wild, crazy, stupid things we did as teenagers and think to ourselves, did I really do that? What was I thinking? But, I grew up on a farm, and it wasn't nothing for me to either weld something or build something or, check cows, grow a garden, whatever. But when I was in high school, I took VOAG from 7th to 12th grade, and or vocational agriculture. They pretty much taught you about the farming life, taught you how to weld, how to grow a garden, how to build stuff. And, I was never one of those students that tried to be a teacher's pet or one of the teacher's favorites or whatever, or even tried to be smarter than anybody else there. I was just doing the bare minimum to get through school and get out of there. But VOAG was one of those. I never missed a day in there. I never made less than 100 on anything, and somehow I became the teacher's favorite and teacher's pet. So he really didn't bother me a whole lot when it comes to do meaningless stuff, or pretty much just let me do my own thing in there, especially when it came to projects he wanted done. And back then, I still have the habit now, but back then when I'm immersed into doing something, I completely forget about the surrounding things around me. I lose track of time. I go quiet, and I completely focus on what I'm doing. And it's like the rest of the world disappears for a while. But I was over at the little wood pile he kept for when we did building projects, and I was getting some wood together to build a doghouse, because I've built a million of them, and I'm pretty good at them. So I was over there And where this was at, it was set up behind where the bandsaw was, where you can measure out stuff, get your lines in there, and then you can cut it. And I was hidden behind it, and like I said, I go quiet and forget where I'm at and forget the surroundings around me. And I guess the others there kind of forgot where I was, and or at least didn't pay no attention. And then I noticed, I looked down on the watch, noticed it was getting pretty close for time for the bell ring, and this was the last class of the day for us. And I was going to go back in the room, and I set my stuff on the side to, pick up the next day what I was doing, and I was going to go get my stuff and get ready to, to end the day and go home. And right about the time I walked around where the bandsaw was, two of the girls that were in our class was flashing a couple of guys, and like I said, I figured they forgot I was there, or didn't notice, or didn't pay no attention. And next thing you know, I'm looking at two pairs of tatas, and I don't know who was. Well, it did. I just kind of glanced and went on, and it kind of embarrassed them because they was mainly doing that to the couple of guys they liked there. And like I said, I just kind of glanced and went on, and because back then I really didn't care nothing about stuff like that. Not that I was into guys or anything, but I wasn't your typical teenager. I didn't have sex on the mind and didn't care about seeing other people naked or everything. Just went on about my day and forgot all about it. But every time I would bump into them, they got red faced. And now years later, most we're on up in our late 30s, early 40s now, and every time I bump into them, we kind of get a good laugh about it, and we're all still pretty good friends. But anyway, I hope y'all have a good rest of y'all's day, and I'll see y'all in the next video.